All
हाँ
right.
जी।
Ready to go, sir.
और कैसे हैं
Yep.
आप?
I'm good.
हीरा भाई,
बहुत
आज
बढ़िया.
मेरा मन कर रहा है बस आपसे पहले मैं बात करूं।
जी
हमारा
जी जी
न्यू
जी. Go
एपिसोड
ahead. Yes,
हमारा
this
हो
is
रहा है।
episode
हाँ,
number 5.
परफेक्ट। ओके, सो लेट्स गेट टू इट। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट एटलस 3i। ओके,
Okay.
मैं दिस हैज बीन ऑन माय radar फॉर द लास्ट आई थिंक 15 days or something.
Okay.
Atlas 3i is a It's also known as C/2025N1. It is
Okay.
an interstellar comet
ठीक है.
discovered by Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System Station. ठीक
Okay.
है? So we're gonna dive deep into this in a
ठीक
minute.
है.
पर like मोटा मोटा ये है कि हमारे जो प्रेजेंट हमारी गैलेक्सी वॉच है,
हाँ.
राइट, उसमें ये अब तक का तीसरा इंटरस्टेलर ऑब्जेक्ट है जो हमने जो ह्यूमन सिविलाइजेशन ने पकड़ा है। फर्स्ट आई थिंक वाज उमा उमा,
अच्छा.
उसका नाम ये है,
हाँ.
दैट वाज फाउंड इन 2017। सो ये इंटरेस्टिंग क्यों है? एटलस 3i, इट इज कि ये इट इज नॉट एक्टिंग लाइक एनी अदर asteroid. It is
ठीक है.
not acting like any like space rock. So
ठीक है.
there is conspiracy theories कि maybe this is something from other civilization which is trying to talk to us, or which is trying to come like fly by uh, uh, our earth. ये हमारे सोलर सिस्टम में this thing entered a while ago, and तब से
ठीक है.
nobody knew कि ये तो आने वाला है, या इट
हाँ.
इज गोइंग टू एंटर आवर सोलर सिस्टम, नंबर वन।
हाँ.
नंबर टू, there is too much debates in the scientific culture right now
Okay. Yeah.
about is this just a rock, is it just an asteroid, क्या ये सिर्फ स्पेस डिब्री जो होती है, जो
Yeah.
पत्थर और ये पेबल्स वगैरह,
हाँ.
सिर्फ ये वैसा ऐसा कुछ है, या फिर द वे इट इज बिहेविंग, द वे इट इज मूविंग, it seems like there might be something, some intelligent life, इंटेलिजेंट लाइफ ने इसके अंदर कुछ, लाइक दे हैव समथिंग इन देयर, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज मूविंग इन अ वे विच इज नॉट जस्ट नेचुरल। ठीक है, जो
Okay.
नेचुरली अकरिंग जैसे रॉक्स हैं वो।
Oh,
uh,
okay.
एक दो बातें
Okay.
हमने की, जैसे आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट उमा उमा, राइट, आई एम सॉरी इफ माय प्रोनाउंसिएशन इज रॉन्ग। वो भी, इफ यू वांट टू सर्च,
हाँ.
हीरा भाई, ऑन द
हाँ.
साइड,
Yeah.
what is OMUA और WUA, वो कैसा उसकी शेप थी, एंड द वे
Okay.
इट वाज passing through us in 2017, it became super popular of a topic कि क्या ये कोई स्पेसक्राफ्ट है, इज इट
हाँ.
aliens trying to just look
Oh.
towards
Yeah.
us?
Yeah. Yeah.
ठीक है,
Yeah. 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 I see it. I
ये,
see. Okay.
हाँ,
Okay.
so the way
2017. Yeah.
its shape was, it was very interesting. The way it was floating around in the cosmos, that was very interesting.
Yeah.
इसीलिए उस पे debate हुई. After that, another one was found. मेरे को उसका नाम नहीं याद आ रहा है. After उमा, वो भी हमें, we have to search that as well. And now the third one, which is Atlas 3i. I think that's why they have put in third number three in the name.
Yeah.
It is the third asteroid, interstellar comet slash asteroid slash alien spaceship, we don't know yet,
Yeah.
which is a super hot topic in the scientific community. NASA is very very quiet iske upar, like there are no official statements from NASA, but there are a lot of images from Japan. The Japan के जो space stations हैं,
Yeah.
they have even, I think they've come up with a video as well कि ये जिस तरीके से मूव कर रहा है, it does not seem like a natural asteroid or a comet only. ठीक है,
Oh,
another
okay.
thing, Because we're talking today, our podcast is going to be about this. Um, you can call it scientific, you can call it sci-fi, like, whatever floats your boat. Another thing I want to talk about is कि 1970s में there was a thing. I think इसके लिए आपको अलग से टैब खोलना पड़ेगा. The
हाँ,
We got a wow signal. It is WOW signal, जो
ओके,
कि हमने फर्स्ट टाइम ह्यूमन सिविलाइजेशन ने कोई ऐसा सिग्नल कैप्चर किया था, राइट. द कूल थिंग्स अबाउट वाव सिग्नल इज कि जिस फ्रीक्वेंसी पे वो रेडियो फ्रीक्वेंसी पे वो सिग्नल आया था ना, इट इज इट इज द ओनली फ्रीक्वेंसी. आई थिंक इट इज 14630 या 1460,
या,
समथिंग लाइक दैट, हर्ट्स,
हाँ, हाँ,
जिस पे वाव सिग्नल हमने कैप्चर किया. वो 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 परफेक्ट, वो सिग्नल था, परफेक्ट रेडियो सिग्नल था, जिस पे हमने ये कैप्चर किया. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर हमें भी कल को यूनिवर्स में सिग्नल्स भेजने हैं,
हुँ,
लेट्स से, राइट, एम्प्टी वास्ट कॉस्मोस में भेजने हैं, दे आल्सो नीड टू गो एट दैट स्पेसिफिक रेडियो सिग्नल चैनल, ठीक है. और
या,
उसी पे वो हमने रिसीव किया. दैट वाज इन द 70s, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. एंड जिस तरफ से, लाइक, यूनिवर्स में भी जोन सी तरफ से वाव सिग्नल आया है,
हुँ,
उसी तरफ से थ्री आई एटलस हमारे सोलर सिस्टम में आया है. इट केम फ्रॉम द सेम डायरेक्शन,
ओह,
राइट, जहां से वो आया है.
ओह,
सो
रियली?
क्योंकि यूनिवर्स भी इट इज ओपन, राइट, इट इज
या,
ओपन, इट कैन कम लाइक नॉर्थ साउथ ईस्ट वेस्ट नॉर्थ ईस्ट,
या,
है ना.
या,
तो जौन सी तरफ से आपको वाव सिग्नल 70s में आया है, वहीं से आपको ये वाला एस्ट्रॉयड आ रहा है अभी आपके तरफ, अलेजेड
ओह,
एस्ट्रॉयड आ रहा है. सो इट इज सुपर कूल. इट
हाँ,
इज थोड़ा
आई गेट
हम
इट,
इस
सो
पे बात करेंगे आज कि क्या इसके ऊपर लोगों की ओपिनियंस हैं फ्रॉम लाइक डिफरेंट साइड्स, फ्रॉम
या,
डिफरेंट साइंटिस्ट्स.
ओके,
And I think it's pretty cool. I think if there is something out there and they are trying to just observe us from far away, कि what are these monkeys doing, or what is this planet about,
या,
there seems to be water here, there seems to be signs of life here. I think it's pretty cool. I think agar if this neighborhood has another neighbor and if we are not the only people,
now that is a
then
very
it could be, it's
interesting
a life
topic to
changing thing,
discuss. Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
true. But at the same time, I feel like it will be something, you're just walking into the unknown. Oh yeah. But at the same time, we
Yes.
were kind of anticipating it कि ऐसा कुछ होगा for a very very long time by the movies, by the comics, by a lot of other things, right? लेकिन जो ये वाओ सिग्नल की बात की है, फैक्चुअली अगस्त 15 1977 में इट वाज रिकॉर्डेड एंड इट वाज 72 सेकंड्स लॉन्ग. एंड इसको एक, आई थिंक, जेरी एमन spotted the anomaly days later and famously wrote wow in red ink on the printout, something like that. लेकिन इसका कनेक्शन एटलस जो है, थ्री आई जो आप बता रहे थे, उसके साथ डायरेक्टली है, बिकॉज सेम रीजन ऑफ स्पेस से ही वो साउंड आई थी अराउंड 50 years ago. So there is
Yes.
something, there are dots that just get connected here as per the
I think
internet.
we should also check with chat
Yeah,
gpt कि वो
yeah,
क्या कह रहा है, right, about this, and about the correlations between these three interstellar objects, or in and the correlation between wow signal and these things. And, like, don't get me wrong, it could be different aliens, right, or different civilizations which are sending these things. It could be the same thing, it could be something else. Yeah, it could be just rubbish, just जो क्या बोलते हैं आपके जो पेबल्स या ये सब जो हैं वो बस उड़ रहे हैं, ये भी हो सकता है. बट
okay.
डेफिनेटली देर इज समथिंग टू दैट वाव सिग्नल फॉर श्योर.
यस, बिकॉज़ अगर आप इसकी बात करें ना, दोनों के कनेक्शंस के बीच में, आप हाउ मच यू कैन एक्चुअली रिलेट देम परसेंटेज वाइज़, तो हार्वर्ड में कोई एस्ट्रोफिज़िसिस्ट है, एवी लोइब,
एवी
ओके,
लोब, यस
एवी
सर, द
लोब,
मैन.
यस, So he calculated whatever, what was it, the odds of this coincidence at just
Yes.
0.6%. But 0.6% is, I mean, it's enough. Like, yes, it is there, but like in a proportion of like 100%, 0.6 is like, yeah, I mean,
No.
could be a guess.
It's a big amount still,
Yeah.
क्योंकि आप पूरा इसको खारिज भी नहीं कर रहे हैं, and yes, we know it's a small
Yes,
small
factually, you cannot.
percentage.
I mean, technically, you cannot ignore this, but is this
Yeah.
enough to like pursue and make like to pursue that? Yes, there is a correlation between the two. Hard to say. ये हम थोड़ा आगे discuss करेंगे. We will go into this and see what other research or other scientists are telling us about it.
Yes.
So yeah, sure. Interesting topic. Like, really good
So I
one.
was listening to, I think, Avi Loeb when he came on Rogan this last week,
Yeah,
and the way he was talking about the fact कि भाई अगर
yeah.
सिर्फ एवी लोब के ऊपर छोड़ दिया है कि क्या ये एक पत्थर है या फिर
Yeah.
इट सीम्स लाइक अ क्राफ्ट, ठीक है, देन एवी लोब
Okay.
इज सेइंग कि भाई आई, अगर मेरे को इस चीज का आई कैन नॉट आंसर दिस बिकॉज अगर तुमने मेरे ऊपर इसका आंसर छोड़ दिया देन आई माइट बिकम अ बिगर एंटिटी देन द पोप.
Yeah.
Which is a very big statement, right? क्योंकि
Yeah.
तब, like, let's try to brainstorm and get into the tinfoil hat and conspiracy theory side of things. Let's try to massage that a little bit कि
ठीक है.
अगर इसका impact क्या होगा. Let's say it is another life which is trying to I don't know, either absorb or observe or just pass through our solar system.
Yeah.
ठीक है. So first off, I think mainstream religion is going all of them are going to
Yeah.
take a hit, a
ठीक है.
big hit. ठीक है ना,
Yeah.
क्योंकि आपका जैसे फ्लैट अर्थ एक थ्योरी होती थी, राइट, पीपल यूज
हाँ.
टू हार्ड कोर बिलीव इन टू दैट, पीपल यूज टू बिलीव कि अर्थ गोल हो ही नहीं सकती है या कोई और प्लैनेट्स हैं ही नहीं,
हाँ.
राइट. आई थिंक इन ग्रीक और ग्रीक mythology they used to say there is a big god and whose shoulders we are on. और जब वो जो गॉड है उसके शोल्डर्स में जब पेन होती है तो तब अर्थक्वेक्स होते हैं. सो फ्रॉम देयर वी एक्चुअली evolved into today's mainstream idea of cosmos, solar system, the universe as we know it, right? And it's still, जो लोग कहते हैं हम, we don't even know, है ना, 1% भी इसके बारे में. So if अगर ये indeed it is alien civilization, right? So
हाँ.
what do you think, क्या होगा हीरा भाई?
I feel like if this comes out to be
The reason
true.
I'm saying is you're a positive guy, so I want to start this at a positive note. बाकी का फिर खलेरा हम डाल देंगे, don't worry.
देखो, uh, to be honest, I feel like this is going to challenge a lot of things, then a lot of belief systems, a lot of whatever people know so far. It's gonna change things to like a really greater span. And then
Hmm.
अगर हम उसमें देखें, religions की बात करें, because there are a good proportion of our population um, revolves around that, and go take that as a stick to walk the distance of life, right,
Yeah.
throughout. So I feel like if this comes out to be true, if they say that, if this start making sense, and it will be backed by some evidence and some scientific research, it's gonna challenge a lot of things. And then when it does, एग्जाम्पल के तौर पे, यू कैन टेक एज कि जैसे पास्ट में लोग कहते थे कि नहीं, planets don't revolve around the sun, right? It's the sun that revolves around the planet.
हाँ,
इस पे भी बहुत बड़ी एक डिबेट
बिल्कुल.
थी, राइट? तो जो कुछ लोगों को साइंटिफिक, अच्छा, देयर वाज नो प्रूफ एट द टाइम, सो लोग सिर्फ स्पेकुलेट कर रहे थे. बट देन the scientist figured it out, right? I don't know who the exact person was. We can actually look into it.
ब्रो,
if
इफ
you
यू
know.
रिमेम्बर, आई थिंक वी स्टडीड के गैलीलियो को तो चर्च ने वो कर दिया था, आई डोंट नो हाउस अरेस्ट किया था या क्या किया था,
Yeah.
व्हेन ही टॉक्ड अबाउट द फैक्ट कि नो, वी रिवॉल्व अराउंड द सन, इट्स नॉट द अदर वे अराउंड, राइट?
Yes, yes. So something like that, pretty much the same sort of analogy here. Like whatever happened at that time probably will happen right now, but the way it's gonna happen, to the extent it's gonna happen, might be different. Like it's gonna happen at a very large scale, and then as you know, क्योंकि
नहीं नहीं
हमारे
नहीं,
पास,
मिस्टर
yeah.
ठाकुर, फिर से बोलिए, क्योंकि आई थिंक यू गॉट कट इन देयर, तो
Oh,
आपका
okay.
पॉइंट वो रह गया था बीच में।
Okay, so I feel like from my side, sorry for the
हम्म।
connection, listeners. I think something was not working on my end. Let me see. So what I think is
नाउ
some
यू आर बैक।
as I was speaking कि हाँ जो उस time पे whatever happened at that time, something similar
हम्म
is going to happen. It's not gonna be
हम्म
way
हम्म
out of the example I
हम्म
just took. Similar कुछ ऐसा ही होगा, but हाँ एक बड़े span पे होगा. It's not gonna be कि हाँ एक बंदा है उसको somebody's gonna challenge him. There's are gonna be a lot of questions. There is gonna be a lot of debates. Like social media is gonna just go crazy over this. Like they're just gonna be
फॉरेस्ट
like, ooh,
फायर
whoa, whoa,
ब्रो।
whoa. It's like gonna be like a big blast of like what came out of it, like, oh, what's going on. So I think pretty much everybody will hear about it, and then yeah, then people will slowly start formulating their own opinion about it, because not everybody is gonna research as much as the scientists are gonna, who are gonna prove it, right? They're just gonna make it easy for people to understand, and then
हम्म।
yeah, from there it's gonna go like pretty much everything that ऐसा कुछ पहले भी अगर पास्ट में हुआ हो similar way, it's gonna go the same way.
मैं आपको इस पे मैं आपसे आपको बताता हूँ मैं क्यों
Hmm.
आपसे डिसएग्री करता हूँ, ठीक है?
Okay.
इस चीज पे, फर्स्ट
ठीक
ऑफ,
है.
आई एग्री विद द वे, अगर लेट्स से
Yeah.
everybody in the world is
Yeah.
a science understanding person, then
Yeah.
your point is perfect, right? Then it is best case scenario, है
which
ना?
which isn't the case, yeah.
पर लेकिन
Yeah.
देखिए जनाब,
हाँ,
बात क्या है? First, I think, agar let's say it is proven, right?
proven, yeah,
NASA
yeah,
says
yeah,
it,
exactly.
Japan says it, Russia says it, India says it, China says it. Okay, yes,
Yes.
this is intelligent life
Yes.
roaming around in our solar system. I think the first thing which is going to happen is pura barbaricness in the world, or at least in parts of
Okay.
the world. I tell you why. Because the populations which are super religious, है
Yeah,
ना,
yeah, yeah.
जिनको जिनको ये कोड करा गया है, जिनके माइंड में कोडिंग की गई है कि भाई ये बस हमारा गॉड है, इसने ये बनाया है, दिस इज इट, वी आर इट, राइट, दिस इज ऑल, देन द फर्स्ट that that thing is going to remove, and it is going to turn into a disaster, because अब disbelief शुरू हो गया है आपका चर्च में या मॉस्क में या जहां भी,
हाँ,
राइट, टेम्पल में,
हाँ.
वो वो जो भागीपन है वो शुरू होगा। आई थिंक दैट कुड
Okay.
लीड टू प्रोटेस्ट राइट्स, गाड़ियां जलना, ये सब, घरों को आग लग रहा है, वो दैट कुड turn a little bit ugly, like we see in a lot of end of the world movies, right? उसके बाद जो थोड़े से रह जाएंगे science understanding people, or the people who are inclined towards that thought and that mindset, yes,
Yeah,
they would try to understand, okay, okay, what is this, what are we going to do about it, what is
yeah,
our strategy for this, are
हाँ,
they coming in peace or are they coming in hot, right? Of
yeah,
course we hope they're coming in peace, but we have to be prepared
yeah,
that maybe they will come in hot, right?
yeah.
And what will be uh, our strategy if they indeed come in hot? Then we have to keep the nukes ready. Hopefully the whole world, or governments and the countries will join up together, right? I hope
Okay.
कोई छूतिया हरकत नहीं करेगा कि नहीं, मैं हम अलग से उनसे बात करेंगे और तुम सारे अलग से बात करो,
नहीं, नहीं, मुझे
राइट?
मुझे मेरा कंट्री बनाना है पहले, देखो.
we have leaders like that, let's be very real, हाँ? जो दुनिया एक तरफ चल रही है वो अपना अलग ही चल रहे
Yeah,
हैं,
yeah.
so that could turn out very, my point is it could be a big civil and political unrest in the world, It could be,
It
right?
could be
The way,
possibly
if
okay.
you look at human
Ye-
civilization as it is and the way it has behaved in
Yeah,
the past, it could be a
actually, you're
life
right.
changing thing.
Because you think about the conflict that's happening in Palestine, like in all the Arab countries, bro. Like if you go to the core, like if you go to the key, or if you go to the roots of it, what's the cause? Like you'll be laughing yourself. And I feel like if something like this comes out and you compare that
Yeah,
this with the disaster that has happened, I mean,
yeah.
you can imagine the what do you can call it, the collateral damage, you know. You can imagine it, what it
Bro,
can
main
cause.
damage pehle to. Because now you have told the guys, yo, your book is fucked. And your book is fucked, and your book is fucked, and your book is fucked, you know?
And they're gonna be like, "What?
So,
What did you say? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, I've been doing this for my entire life, my generation, like the whole, like the generations were doing it for so long. Like, what do you mean it's done, right?
exactly, and they are all
So
fucked.
they're all eventually it's gonna be like, oh no, this was all a lie, like the whole time. Like, what do you mean? Like, yeah. So
Uh,
it's gonna it's gonna cause chaos, yes, for sure, like 100%.
और अगर उसमें से जो लोग बचे,
I see your point now.
राइट,
Yeah, yeah.
आफ्टर दैट जो कुछ थोड़ा दिमाग वाले कुछ लोग बचे who actually have a plan or who want to even come up with a plan, who want to sit on a table
Yeah.
and be
Yeah, like
civilized and be like,
yes,
okay guys, we need to fix this shit, we
yeah,
need to understand क्या होने वाला है, we are not alone in this cosmos, in this
yes,
universe anymore,
yes.
right?
Weird. Yeah,
Wake up time, humans,
yes.
right? uh, then I hope we are militarily,
Yeah.
we are astronomically, we are solid. I hope we all get together for the first time. Just say Trump came up with Space Force, I think, in his last term as the president. I hope that Space Force, which is not uh, owned by just one country, I hope everybody gets together, right?
Yeah.
As a civilization, everybody puts in their 200% to prepare for the arrival, so called, and then we go from there.
Perfect. Yeah, yeah. It should be,
एक
man.
और चीज है, लाइटर साइड पे, सोशल मीडिया इज गोइंग टू ब्लो अप. Social media is
That's
going
what I
to
was saying.
be
Like it's
the
gonna just
main
yeah.
platform for conversation for
Yes.
everybody.
Everybody, because
लोग पागल
yeah,
होने वाले हैं. Like everybody is going to be a influencer in their opinion, their plans. कि okay, if aliens land on January 1st, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Or some guys are gonna build bunkers. I know there are a lot of guys
there are a
already
lot of
with a lot
bunkers.
of
Have you,
bunkers.
like, you might have seen an image, like revolving around social media so many times, like नॉर्वे में एक आई थिंक बनाया गया है, एक जबरदस्त बंकर बना है, और देर आर फ्यू like very few trips over there, and I have seen it like in so many times. अभी मैं उसको देखता हूँ, अभी निकाल के देखता हूँ, let me check it out कि है एक्चुअली में है or is there not.
Bro, definitely I believe it कि होगा. You should also check out जो हवाई में मार्क जकरबर्ग ने अपना बंकर बनाया है. It actually got very too much. It got a lot of light, I think, almost like a year ago. When
Uh-huh.
everyone was like, "Oh, these billionaires are gonna save their ass, and we're all gonna die." Maybe, maybe, maybe they are. They know things we don't know. Maybe the top 1%, they know क्या होने वाला है, and they are getting prepared for a big winter, so called cold winter, or something
Actually
that's
there
going to
are.
change this planet.
So listed on the internet, पहला है Atlas Survival Bunker, Atlas Survival Shelter. United States have built it already. Underground shelters हैं इसमें, luxury safe, और ये basic steel bunkers to luxury safe cellars तो हैं already. Vivos Ground Global, ooh, that is saved safe private estates.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, there are already. You can check it on the web. There are so many. So many of them already built. Of course, on the internet, it's not all there yet because some of them are listed, some of them are even not listed. So yes, people have prepared themselves for this, just like the nukes, right? They are there
Bhai, I'll tell you
in
something.
case.
I think the amount of people in North America who are doomsday preppers, I think that's the terminology. You have the food. There are actually places you can buy food which will last you for like 25 years, right? So it's like dehydrated stuff, and you have metallic cans and canned food and guns, and the amount of डूम्सडे प्रेपर्स जो यूएस में या फिर नॉर्थ अमेरिका एज अ होल आई एम श्योर कनाडा में भी ऐसे लोग हैं
Huh.
who have actually invested in this
Yeah.
are too many. Are too many. It's a good thing in a good way, right? But again, they also know, right? They also have that maybe mindset ke if shit goes down, they
Yeah.
don't have trust in the human civilization. Let's be real, right? Yeah, we are going to act like chimpanzees who, eat each other's skull out just for survival. या जब रायट शुरू हो जाएंगी, जब वो डूम्सडे शुरू हो जाएगा, then nobody is going to stay sane and act, properly in public, or stand in line for your queue or this thing, or
But then yes, और इसके ऊपर like you can
it's going
actually,
to be dog eat dog world, right?
yes, you can also like see there are a lot of movies that you can see on this kind of topic, like aliens are invading the planet, people are running, there is a like a there is an infectious virus that is out, or there's a big outbreak of it some like all around the world, and then like just say there are so many movies, web series
There's so
to
many
like
theories too,
watch,
right?
theories too, based on
क्योंकि
the theories,
थ्योरी
yeah,
से
most of
ही
them.
मूवी बनी है.
But then I want to talk about, maybe we, on a separate podcast we will talk about, like we definitely have to talk about COVID, like what was that, and then we need to dig deep into that in another another podcast for sure. I was thinking about it for so long, like, oh, like no news so far has came out that where did that come from, like what happened, like
I
no.
mean, we do know where it came from. It's just like the insides of this whole thing. Was it
Yes,
really an accident?
exactly.
Was it really just something that happened? Actually, I tell you something. I was looking at this one guy's YouTube video.
Yeah.
Uh, he basically he talked about the fact कि 2020 के अंदर कोविड आया है, और एक दो चीजें ये ऐसी हुई, राइट? एंड देन ही
Huh.
वेंट बैक टू आई थिंक 2008, या जब सार्स आ रहा था, सार्स वायरस वाज हॉट,
Huh.
तब भी वही सेम तीन चीजें हुई उसी साल में.
Okay.
उसके पहले आई फॉरगॉट कौन सा वायरस था, नॉट इन्फ्लुएंजा जब
Huh.
आया, तो उस साल में भी वो सेम तीन चीजें हुई हैं. So it's
Hmm.
actually pretty cool, bro. It's pretty like interesting in inquisitive. Like if you look into it, जो patterns and the way they follow through and they come back, and of course no government talks about it. No, we know there are things going on
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah, true.
closed doors,
So
behind
yes,
क्या
we
हो रहा है
are
बाहर.
gonna talk about it at a very good length in a different podcast though. So we will leave this for that. Coming back to our Atlas 3 I, उसके
एटलस
बारे
थ्री
में.
आए. क्या कह रहा है आपको
Yes.
चैट जीपीटी? वाई इज इट इंटरेस्टिंग? लेट्स आस्क चैट जीपीटी. वाई इज
So far up, you queried out, but what I found
ओके.
so far, इसकी ये एक थर्ड confirmed interstellar object है to enter in our solar system so far.
या.
तीसरा है, and then yeah, speculations, man, so many of them, like that's what he's saying, similar to an incident include, yes, Oumuamua, yes, the one you were talking about in 2017, Yes, in 2019. So yes, there are these all three incidents or four.
2019 वाले
Yeah,
का नाम था आई थिंक बोरिसॉफ है. सो
Borisov.
टू
Yes,
आई बोरिसॉफ वो आया
yes,
2019 में. इफ यू
yes.
गूगल इट, इट एक्चुअली लुक्स लाइक अ रॉक. इट
Yeah,
डजंट
yeah.
लुक लाइक समथिंग. बट आई थिंक द वे these rocks and their movements are not like the way they should be, because
But yeah,
physicists they can calculate, right, कि
exactly.
किस
If you
तरीके से घूम रहा है, किस तरीके से रोटेट हो रहा है, मूव हो रहा है. When
they
it
can,
seems
yes.
fishy, that's when they say कि it's a interstellar object and not just an asteroid, right?
Then अगर आप 2017 वाले की बात करो, ओमुमुमा,
Yeah,
ओमुमुमा, yes, this actually at a distance, it looks like a spaceship. If you look at it
I
from a
know.
distance, like oh,
I would
damn,
suggest all our viewers to Google image of Oumuamua, Oumua.
MUA,
I'd
Omu
suggest कि सब ये करें.
Amua.
And we'll go back to the fact
This is
कि
crazy.
why is at last 3i interesting, right?
Yes.
So the first thing ChatGPT says is it's from another star system. It is
Yeah.
the only third known interstellar object, meaning
Huh.
it did not form around our sun but came from somewhere beyond our solar system. Okay.
Okay.
Second, it carries alien chemistry. So I'm going to read this whole thing. Spectroscopic observations suggest 3i Atlas has unusual chemical ratios, such as high level of carbon dioxide relative to water, different from most solar system comets. This that hints that the conditions where it formed were not like ours. Maybe a little colder, maybe distant disk around another star, जहाँ से ये बना. It helps us
Hmm.
compare planetary systems, right? जैसे हम इसको देखते हैं, the way it behaves and sheds gas or dust, scientists can compare it with known comets, और उनको वो similarities नहीं दिख रही हैं.
Okay.
And I think there was another thing. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
it is fast and mysterious.
Oh, yes,
So it
yes,
is moving
yes.
on a hyperbolic path, meaning it's just passing through. वो कभी वापस नहीं आने वाला है. That makes observation time limited and precious. मतलब हमारे पास कुछ ही, like we have a short window to actually analyze this thing. It is moving faster than any ordinary comet, beyond bound to the sun. So scientists are racing to gather as much data as possible. ठीक है. uh, Interstellar visitors are extremely rare, we know that. It tells a story billions of years old.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ये क्या कह रहा है point? Let's see. 3i Atlas might be older than our solar system itself, probably 7 to 14 billion years old, based on its material composition.
Yeah.
अच्छा जी. तो अगर हमारा क्या बोलते हैं, बिग बैंग की थ्योरी क्या है, 14 बिलियन ओल्ड हमारा यूनिवर्स है, समथिंग लाइक दैट,
Let
राइट?
me check that factually. As far as आपने speed की बात की, so let me tell you the numbers of the speed it has. It's 209,000 kilometers per hour. That's the speed of it.
209,000, 2 लाख
209,000 kilometers
9,000 किलोमीटर
kilometer per hour.
पर आवर के हिसाब से चल रहा है.
Yes.
And I would also suggest our viewers to take a look at the video that the Japanese space agencies that they posted. I think it was on X,
Okay.
of 3i Atlas. I don't know if you can also do it. I
Let me
would
check it.
suggest,
Let me check it.
Hirabai, check it out. The way it is, bro, the color, the formation, the shape, and the way it is moving in a very linear path. वो ऐसा नहीं है कि वो जैसे हवा में नो सर्कुलर, जैसे आपके एस्ट्रॉइड्स घूमते रहते हैं अर्थ के अराउंड और उसी एक पाथ में रहते हैं. इट इज गोइंग समवेयर स्ट्रेट. सो ईदर ये एक ये भी हो सकता है हाइपोथेसिस के, जो ब्लास्ट हो रहा, बैंग हुआ, या कोई प्लैनेट या कोई स्टार जब एक्सप्लोड करता है, तो
Huh.
वो एक ही लाइन में, जब स्टोन, वी कॉलिंग इट स्टोन और रॉक, ऑफ कोर्स दे आर एज बिग एज प्लैनेट्स, वो एक ही लाइन में चलते रहते हैं, राइट, फ्रॉम
Hmm.
ए टू infinity. So it could be one of those things. It could be something which is on a mission, right?
Yes,
और
I
जो
mean,
इसके अराउंड की जो लाइट है ना, द ब्लूइश लाइट, दैट वाज आल्सो वेरी कंट्रोवर्शियल। आई थिंक एवी लोबी ये बोल रहा था इसके बारे में। डिड यू चेक आउट द वीडियो?
I'm checking, but I couldn't like. There are so many videos. If you can send me a link, that'll be helpful later on or right now.
आई
Uh,
चेक,
I gotta see
आई
that.
चेक। तब तक लेट आवर लिसनर्स नो आपको क्या चैट जीपीटी ने बोला है।
So far, तो अभी तक हम अगर Atlas 3i की बात करें, तो
जी।
uh, I think it was discovered around July 1st, 2025. Origin, ये सारा कुछ I think you explained it very well. Speed is crazy. That's 209,000 kilometers per hour. That's just way too fast for whatever we have, like me
या
myself know. And then other than that, I feel like there is a connection. Uh they're trying to get the dots connected somehow to whatever happened back in the days with the wow signal they had. So they're trying to connect it to that, but the odds are like very light. I feel like it's just what I think for now as per the numbers. But I feel like as per our chat GPT, all it tells us is that it's the third confirmed interstellar so far to enter in our solar system. And then it is
विजय
a
ठाकुर।
rare sparked scientific
जी।
awe, whatever. And speculations are there. Pretty much. Yes. Go ahead.
आई वांट यू टू डू अ कंपैरिजन इसका, बिकॉज दैट्स आल्सो वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। उमामा और इसका थ्री आई एटलस का, लाइक फॉर साइज, if you google that, it is also very it's mind blowing, to be honest.
Like
The
comparison
way
of that
Umama
with what? Yeah.
versus 3i Atlas, if you Google it and go on images, then you can see कि जो Umama है उसका size क्या है, 3i Atlas का size क्या है. So they used to say Umama is like a size of a football field, right? Pretty much. But this one, 3i Atlas,
Yeah.
is like almost, I think, 8 or 9 kilometers wide or something crazy, the size of like Manhattan City, जो न्यूयॉर्क का सबब है.
हाँ, हाँ, हाँ.
So it is as big as that city, and it's
Oh,
going at that speed through dark vastness, right? And
yeah.
just like zoom at 200,000, 209,000 kilometers per hour. Like, come on, bro. This is something, agar, even if it is not alien technology, it is something super cool. It is something we should look at, and we should try to get as much info as we can. Okay, what are these things, right? Which are is floating around vast darkness.
Yes.
Okay, I did
Let's
send you the video link on अभी आप check करोगे.
let me check
So
it out. Yes.
again, we don't know if this is exactly the way it is. We don't know the source, but I do know when I check out Japanese space agencies 3i Atlas new footage, this is the only video जो हर बारी pop up हो रही है. And if you turn it on like this reel, the way this thing is moving, it is crazy.
Oh, okay. But how come it is shining, bro? Like it's
I
actually
know,
shining.
right?
Like what the hell? It just
Bro,
looks
there are
like
things which are reflecting, of course. Light,
yeah.
there are shiny things which are reflecting. If you just scroll down and look at the different videos, the different reels, even, वो आपको दिखाएंगे. There are things which are blinking और जो shine हो रही हैं, reflect कर रही हैं light, and then जैसे उसके मिडल के बीच में ना वो एक पार्ट है, it keeps on going dark and then lights up again. So no wonder people are thinking this is alien technology.
However, but what I think is in order to just at least we can prove this. कि क्या ये video is it actually legit or is it like whatever? It's not what you think it is. Like that's what I was.
ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं. What I can do is I'll Google Japanese Space Agency की website. ठीक है, which is
Yes,
JAXA,
exactly.
JAXA, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, 3i Atlas. If JAXA has actually, या फिर यूरोपियन स्पेस एजेंसी या किसी ने इसकी कोई वीडियो निकाली है, we can check that out too. Oh yeah, so I'll forward you this link from
Yeah.
the European Space Agency.
Okay.
इनका तो बड़ा क्लियर कट है यार. Like I think this is real time going on.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be something to see. That'd be something to see. Let me see. Let me see. Like, however, like, I feel like if it is true, that is.
If it is true, bhai, फिर बस pack your
Then
bags.
pack your bags and then get ready.
तो होने वाला है अब.
Yeah, that is a very interesting thing to like. Oh my goodness, like so all this time I was stressing about this whole situation, like you know what I mean, like how fast the people's mind is
भाई
gonna
मेरे
change.
फेवरेट थिंग्स इज जब आप ये वीडियोस देखते हो ना, एंड द कमेंट सेक्शन इज ऑसम. जब बच्चे वहां लिख रहे हैं, यार मैं एग्जाम की तैयारी करूं कि नहीं करूं, मेरे को ये बताओ. अपना रूम साफ
यार
करूं कि नहीं
कल
करूं ब्रो.
कल काम है, मैं जाऊं कि नहीं जाऊं यार, बताओ
हाँ,
जल्दी.
सीन क्या है. Are we just
So
keeping everything same, or are we are we gonna have a party? तो that is actually super cool.
so it
Space.com पे भी है.
so I got
It's a
this, I
similar
got this,
video.
but I feel like इसमें it's there is only one thing that's moving, and it's moving like, oh, they're going close.
It's moving unlike
I mean,
everything else around it.
yes, yes.
That is the most interesting thing here, right? Everything else is in its own like zone, and this is the only thing which you can see is it seems unnatural. Okay, is it really just a rock floating by? बाकी सब चीजें स्थिर हैं और यही सिर्फ चीज चल रही है, ऐसा कैसे है?
Yes. Now, comparison as far as you told me to do, अगर हम इन दोनों का comparison करें side by side, तो इसमें देखो जो 2017 में जो हम जिसकी बात कर रहे थे, Oumuamua, right? That
Yeah,
was possibly an asteroid or an alien probe. Like possibly, that's what they mentioned. But this one is for sure. They have like certainly commented that it is an interstellar comet, like the
yeah,
Atlas 3i. It's an interstellar comet. Like the I, matlab, it's not possible. It's not like it's not possibly or like maybe kind of a word there. It certain is interstellar comet or shape. Uh, I think Atlas 3i looks like a comet, and the other one was cigar or a pancake like somewhere
yeah,
along those shapes.
yeah,
And then
exactly.
speed wise, bro, like the speed, like if you look at the kilometer per second, I think this one is twice as fast as the one in 2017. Like twice, because that one was like 26 kilometers per second. This is like 58, even more than two times. And then there was no gas detected at the time back in 2017, but this one it just says nickel cyanide water vapor. So there are some chemical compositions around there too on the new one.
Yeah,
Um, Alien speculations, of
interesting.
course, that goes on speculation, so no need to go there. Now we call about trajectory hyperbolic, same, pretty much interstellar origin, no outgassing. I think
अच्छा,
it's interesting, bro. It
if
is
okay, let's you know how much we like, or I think our listeners also like know by now how much we like psychoanalyzing things, right?
yes.
अगर भाई साहब आप एलियन हो, ठीक है, what are you doing here? Let's brainstorm. Let's have some short ideas, jo, but like different ones. Like okay, I'll start one thing.
Go ahead.
I think if like the way जैसे हम human beings, we go in the ocean, right? We see these different groups of fish, and we just stay there and we observe. We throw in submarines, we throw in so many things, so much tech, just to
Yeah,
see कि हाँ हो क्या रहा है, right? How are these animals or this fish behaving, and the way orcas behave, the way dolphins, they are in a group, and the way they behave.
yeah.
It is 100% believable कि अगर if you are an intelligent entity, you would also want to check out, okay, what is happening on this blue planet, right? यहाँ
Yeah.
चल क्या रहा है भाई?
Huh. Exactly. Exactly.
Just to see. Another thing, there is a big conspiracy कि जब हमने पहले आई थिंक हिरोशिमा वगैरह
Huh.
जब ह्यूमन सिविलाइजेशन में वो फटा, तब there were a lot of UFO sightings over the states, primarily from states,
Yeah.
which is also cool. Like maybe the aliens are here to tell you, like, okay, these guys are gonna blow themselves up. We have to go there. We have to reset them again. वरना ये तो खत्म कर देंगे एक दूसरे को,
Huh.
एक एक ये भी there is a school of thought which says that
Yes.
as well. So
Yeah.
I
So,
think it's,
ये
आपको क्या
ये
लगता है, अगर if you
yeah,
are an alien looking at this blue planet and this human civilization, top of the food chain,
yeah.
क्या क्या कर रहे हैं ये लोग?
Yeah, I feel like if it, if it is up to me and I would be it would be interesting to come and see what's going on here for some time. And then again, it's not gonna be like that. As you already know, like nobody's gonna come here to just wander. They're gonna come here with the purpose. Like maybe they will not tell us at the time, or maybe they already have a purpose in their mind, and they will 100% will pursue it. But of course, like just the way, take an example, we are exploring the space around us right now, right? So we are trying to look for another planet, as the life of this planet we have ruined up to a very good point.
हम्म.
Now to a point like where we have to find another planet to live on to.
तो आप कह रहे हो, ओके, नेक्स्ट प्लान बी.
Yeah. Yeah, plan B, obviously plan B, because that's what it has always been. Otherwise, I feel like as an explorer, ठीक है, it's good to explore, but you always, a lot of people are always and have been thinking about it, because uh, the way, how long is it gonna go on to, right? So of
Yeah.
course, people know that they have a limited cycle of life. And it's gonna end, but still, if you look at the curiosity and imagination, like it just yeah, it
And
just
why not, right?
yeah,
क्यों
why
ना,
not?
why not take the next step? Why not do something?
Yeah,
Okay, मुझे नहीं पता कि is it just us in the universe, or is it more things out here, right?
yeah,
Why
yeah.
not leave a message? I think pyramids is a big example for that, right? जो Egyptian pyramids हैं, या even
Yes,
Peruvian pyramids हैं, like those
yeah,
people, they were maybe trying to send a message, hey, we were here, we were technologically the best
advanced. Yeah, way more
thousands of years
advanced.
ago, है ना,
Yeah.
और हमने ये करा है यहाँ पे, so we were here. So maybe it's just a message, or it could also be कि uh, so another conspiracy theory is कि
Yeah,
पहले we came from Mars.
yeah.
अच्छा, उसमें क्या है, हम मार्स में आए और हम मार्स में डिस्ट्रक्शन शुरू हो गई, एंड
Hmm.
देन वी केम हियर ऑन अ बिग रॉक, एंड दिस ह्यूमन डीएनए सर्वाइव्ड हियर, एंड इट
Yeah.
इट स्टार्टेड reproducing with the, क्योंकि 98% of our DNA is the chimps, right? The
Yes.
chimpanzees.
Yeah.
सो दैट इज ऑल्सो कूल थ्योरी कि शायद ऐसे भी हो सकता है कि हम वहां से आए, एंड because now they know there used to be water on Mars all the time, and then something happened and there is no more water there.
Yes,
So
but if you just pause here a bit and think, like with
yeah,
all the tools and technology that we have today, and then
yeah,
like the way I've sometimes, like, I don't know if you feel that the same way or not, but I feel like sometimes I feel like we are advancing on a very, like a very our advancement is way more raw and it's way more unguided. It just goes like anywhere without boundaries or whatever. Like it goes, and that's why I feel like
Mhm.
we have excelled so much rather than being very specific towards one thing. However, at the same time, when you think about it, like we cannot answer some really basic questions with all the knowledge and tech we have and research and scientists we have. We cannot answer very simple questions like where do
Yeah,
we,
what are we
where
doing here?
exactly, like, you know what I mean? So it just
Yeah.
sometimes it feels like okay, things are going in the right direction, and but they are going in the right direction because that's where that's what people want to believe. Whereas when you ask a very simple question, why do like why do
व्हाट्स द
we die?
पर्पस ऑफ
Yeah, what is
लाइफ,
the
हम
purpose of
इंश्योरेंस
life?
क्यों भर रहे हैं,
Yes,
हम बिल्स क्यों भर रहे हैं,
exactly.
लाइक व्हेन दे
So
से द होल अर्थ इज 300 ट्रिलियन इन debt or whatever the
yes,
fuck,
yes.
right? Who are
So
we who are we in debt to, right? I think this is our way of keeping our human population like busy,
yeah,
right? कि
yeah,
ऐसा ना हो
exactly.
खाली बैठे रहें तो फिर वो तो
हाँ,
खाली दिमाग, शैतान का घर,
शैतान का
फिर तो
घर.
यहाँ वही होगा ना, नंगा नाच ही होगा, तबाही तबाही होगी, राइट? सो इट इज दिस न्यू वे ऑफ लिविंग लाइफ हैज बीन पुट ऑन टू अस, और वी हैव बीन बोर्न इनटू दिस, ताकि हम ये लूप में, रैट रेस में बिजी रहें, जिए खाएं, ग्रो करें और फिर मर जाएं इसी में.
But then
But at
yes,
the same time, there are things which are at a macro level maybe happening
yeah,
somewhere,
yeah.
which has nothing to do with
All
us
of this,
paying the
all of
water
this,
bill
yeah,
or the
yeah,
heat bill,
exactly,
you know.
exactly. No, there is a good example for it. I can actually prove it with a very simple example. Like अगर आप
Okay
बात
जी.
करो just as if you go with the survival instinct, like we are living here in a very fast track life, right? Every day work, go, eat, sleep, and
Yeah,
then again repeat it.
बिल्कुल.
और अगर आप बात करो go to a very very like technologically very unadvanced country, go anywhere, like somewhere, like pick a
Or go
country
to
like,
primitive tribe,
yes, like a
जैसे
tribe,
साउथ अमेरिका के
somewhere
ट्राइब्स हैं,
somewhere in like somewhere in like
Amazonian
the
tribes
Amazon,
or
yes.
African tribes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and look at their life. When you compare life to life, it is life, right? Same
Mhm.
amount of breaths they're getting, same amount of breaths you're getting. And then if you compare on that basic survival cycle of life, you will see like whatever we are doing or whatever they are doing, it is just to keep yourself busy, paying attention to something that should have been
Mhm.
the first thing we should have been focused on, rather than
Mhm.
like being at a survival mode. Like the first thing
Maybe.
a person should do after getting rid of the survival mode is to think about, yes, what is our purpose here? Why do we why are we here? And then a lot of other questions like this will throw up on, and then you are like, but no, you are never there. You get out of that survival mode and then something else comes up. That's how we live. That's how we've been trained on to live, I guess. And that is preventing us from realizing those kind of questions. So
क्योंकि
we
हम
just,
एंटिसिपेट कर सकते हैं. अच्छा, एक सेकेंड देखिए आप, हम एंटिसिपेट कर सकते हैं पास्ट को, और
ah,
फ्यूचर को हम
yeah, of
थोड़ा
courस.
बहुत प्रिडिक्ट या उसके बारे में सोच सकते हैं, राइट?
Yes.
इफ यू लुक एट इट, आई थिंक इट्स अ ग्रीक फिलोसफर्स लाइन कि देर इज नो पास्ट, देर इज नो
Yeah.
प्रेजेंट, देर इज नो फ्यूचर, देर इज
Hmm.
ओनली प्रेजेंट. सिर्फ
Yes.
तुम प्रेजेंट को देख रहे हो, उसको महसूस कर रहे हो, जो
Okay.
तुमने अभी बोला है, बस. हाँ, यू पुट इन ह्यूमन कॉन्शियसनेस, राइट? तो तुम्हें
Yeah.
तुम्हें याद है, मैंने अभी 2 मिनट पहले अभी क्या बोला था,
Ah.
राइट? जब मैंने ग्रीक फिलोसफर बोला.
Yeah.
सो दैट वे यू कैन मेक सेंस ऑफ इट. बट
Yes.
इफ यू ट्राई टू बेंड योर माइंड अ लिटिल बिट, है
Yeah.
ना, विदाउट प्रेजेंट के अलावा देर इज नथिंग एक्चुअली. अभी आप पास्ट में रह रहे हो इसी सेकंड? नहीं.
Mm-mm.
आप इसी सेकंड इसी में हो, है ना?
हाँ, हाँ,
क्या आपको पता है फ्यूचर में आप रह रहे हो अभी? नहीं, नहीं रह रहे हो. आप फ्यूचर में भी नहीं रह रहे हो, आप पास्ट में भी नहीं रह, आप सिर्फ एक प्रेजेंट में रह रहे हो. ये
हाँ,
हमारा जो कॉन्शियसनेस है या हमारी दिमाग है, वो ये समझ सकता है कि अच्छा अभी पास्ट में क्या हुआ, 2 मिनट पहले, 10,000 साल पहले, और बियॉन्ड
हाँ,
दैट. एंड हम
ओके,
आगे का प्रिडिक्ट करते हैं या आगे के लिए प्लान करते हैं. बट टू बी ऑनेस्ट वी ओनली लिव इन राइट नाउ। ये हम थोड़ा फिलोसफिकल उसमें
जा रहे
टेंजेंट पे
हैं
चले
लेकिन
गए
बट
हैं।
टेंजेंट पे चले गए, लेकिन क्योंकि इसमें द फैक्टर ऑफ टाइम गोes away. That's what this philosophy is kind of trying to
या
convey, right? Because
एंड
time is
टाइम
very
इज ओनली
interesting.
प्रेजेंट। Time is only
Yes.
present if you look at it from one point of view, right? It is
Yeah.
nothing else. पर
Yeah.
अगर आपको टाइगर को भी तो यार लेकिन पता है ना कि
Yeah.
मैंने ये वाले जानवर का के साथ लड़ना है और ये वाले जानवर के साथ नहीं। जब वो कहते हैं ना टाइगर वो छुप जाता है जंगल में, वो
हाँ.
उसका तरीका है स्नीक ऑन इट्स प्रे। वो उसको पर कैसे समझ आया? वो भी उसको एवोल्यूशन से ही समझ आया ना यार। सो हम
हाँ.
बोलते हैं कि इस इन जीव जंतुओं में कॉन्शियसनेस नहीं है। आई डोंट नो, आई एम नॉट श्योर, आई एम नॉट गॉड और अ साइंटिस्ट। सो व्हेन पीपल से कि इनमें डेफिनेटली नहीं है, आई डोंट बिलीव दैट। क्योंकि उसको कैसे पता लगा कि स्नीक इन करके प्रे के ऊपर अटैक करना है, झाड़ियों में छुप के, है ना,
हाँ.
लेपर्ड को,
हाँ.
कि ये मेरे लिए बेस्ट तरीका है टू फकिंग हंट दिस थिंग,
Yeah. Exactly.
राइट?
Those.
इट मस्ट
Those.
हैव सम
Yeah.
आइडिया ऑफ ओके यार ये मैंने पहले करा हुआ है, ये मेरे लिए से नहीं हुआ, एंड देन द बफलो फकिंग फक्ड मी अप, सो नाउ आई हैव टू डू इट दिस वे, एंड दिस वे वर्क्स फॉर मी, राइट? Same goes for why do animals have maternal instincts? When you see these female
Yeah. Yeah.
bear or female tigress,
Yeah.
protecting their kids, so
Yes.
are you saying they don't have consciousness, or maybe they have some
Some
primitive
level of
level of
consciousness, we
consciousness,
can say.
right,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
not cannot be matched with us.
Yes.
And same thing when you talk about dolphins, right, who are
Yes.
allegedly they have bigger brains than us and more brain function than us. They
Yes.
can even talk in supersonic
So,
ways through
yeah,
the
waves
ocean.
through the waves. Yes. Yes. However,
So
I
are
think
you saying they don't have consciousness? I don't think so.
no, 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 they do. Like if you, I think whatever the research have they have done so far on the dolphins, yes, it has been scientifically proven that they do have a bigger brain than us, and of course, the technology we have not been able to develop a sonar technology that can match with their
Way of communication.
yes, their communication. So yes, that does tell us, like that does make us look like dogs looking at the moon, like kind of the
Yeah,
same thing. Like yeah, we know a lot of things, but we know nothing at the same time, right?
exactly.
That's what I was trying to convey ki ha, we have done so much, but then on this other side we have, like when we look at it, oh no, we couldn't even answer a simple question. So ye
We
hi
yeah.
point tha iska.
Is there a god? Is there something? Is there a क्या हम किसी alien की video game में, like, we are just part of the video game, like
Yeah.
अगर आपने GTA खेला है, so there are so many guys walking on the street. Are we just somebody like that? I think the term is NPC,
Yeah.
non-player character or something like that,
Yeah.
कि मेन स्टोरी नहीं है आपकी, आप बस उसमें चिल कर रहे हो साइड पे मैट्रिक्स में, एंड मेन स्टोरी उसकी है जो गॉड या एलियन या जिसकी भी ये वीडियो गेम में हम जी रहे हैं,
हाँ.
राइट? एंड दैट ऑल्सो टेक्स यू टू द फैक्ट कि द वे I think ancient Hinduism talked about Maya,
Yeah.
or ये this whole life we are living.
Yeah,
This is
that
just
is a yes.
we're closed eyes. We are just passing time. Maybe यहाँ सारा सच ये ही नहीं है. Maybe something else is happening,
Yeah,
and
yes.
multiverse is a whole other thing.
Yes,
So
exactly. So that's what I was thinking, because
this is so
when
deep, bro.
there is no, no, it's very, I think I have made a little bit of sense out of it so far. जो हम आज की डेट में बात करते हैं टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांसमेंट्स के बारे में, और whatever the way of we are living our life right now, I feel like as from a point of view, like when you want to know more about yourself and why the purpose of you being in here, or some sort of questions like that, I feel like those questions are way more difficult to answer, because there is no way you can prove it, there is no way you can provide evidence to the audience or to the world that yes, even if you know the answer, you can only philosophically you can say, but there is no way you can provide an answer to that, like an answer that people will believe. and
हम्म,
that's why it's way too difficult to answer. Like आज तक अगर हम बात करें हिंदुइज्म की, आपने अभी थोड़ा सा टॉपिक टच किया, सो अगर उसी में बात करें, पीपल हु हैव जिनको एनलाइटनमेंट हुई है अभी तक, whomsoever,
हम्म,
so far आप देखो, so they have never themselves given any sort of evidence to it, bro. No.
yeah, they have never given one
No,
statement.
yeah, no, like never, because there is no way to actually do that, I guess.
Decipher.
As much as I
Yeah.
think decipher that, because it just you have attained that, and then you have no wish to either to have somebody or help somebody to attain the same level, or you're just away from all of this, and you're like, yeah, okay, it doesn't really matter, like even if I tell you or even
I
if you
mean,
want to
I
know.
think it doesn't really matter is maybe like a cop out here. Okay, okay, there is nothing wrong with trying to understand this or trying to decipher this. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
अगर आप
yeah, yeah.
बिल्कुल वो वाला पाथ यूज कर रहे हो कि आई डोंट गिव अ फक, लाइक मैं जंगलों में जा रहा हूँ, मैं वहां जाके रहने जा रहा हूँ, ओके,
Huh.
मोर पावर टू यू, गुड फॉर यू, राइट, आई होप यू फाइंड द बेस्ट वे, बट एट द सेम टाइम द गाइज हु आर एक्सप्लोरिंग दिस,
Yes.
राइट, हु जो लगे हुए हैं
Huh.
लाखों की तादाद में,
Yes.
एक एक सेकंड अपना इस पे सोचते हैं, लाइक
Huh.
फ्रॉम आइंस्टाइन और न्यूटन टू द
Yeah.
गाइज टुडे,
Yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with trying to decode this whole thing that we are living in. At the same time, yes, are we gonna get an answer? Maybe, maybe not, right? But I think I like. I'm not a very religious person, but when I hear Sadhguru say, "Oh, what is wrong with saying I don't know?" That is
Yeah.
that is pretty much it is, right? We don't know what it is, and the way we should accept it. और पर
Yes.
बात ये ना, हर रिलीजन में वो अंधभक्त हैं
Yes. Because
who know
uh,
they know. So so
that's
the
yeah.
range of human beings जो एक एक समय पे एक सड़क पे चलते हैं ना, it
Huh.
is very wide. You find the biggest most inquisitive humble scientist जिसको सब कुछ जानना है,
Huh.
वो भी एक ही सड़क पे चलेगा जहाँ पे कोई अंधभक्त चल रहा होगा, राइट, जो इसको पता है कि भाई मेरा मेरा भगवान सच है, मेरा सब कुछ सच है, राइट. सो दैट रेंज इन दिस 8 बिलियन पीपल इज टू वाइड.
Too wide. I and then mostly अगर आप देखो ना, जितने भी, I'm not gonna say all the
और
religions,
उनकी
but
भी गलती नहीं है सर, उनको
हाँ,
भी
हाँ,
जीना है, उनको भी
हाँ,
यहाँ पे
exactly, they
कुछ
have their own
सरवाइव
life,
करना
they
है,
have
अपनी
their
दुकान
own.
चलानी है, ठीक है ना. किसी की दुकान अगर अंधभक्त बन के चलती है, अंधभक्त किसी भी रिलीजन में हो सकते हैं बाय द वे, और
हाँ,
हैं भी हर एक रिलीजन में,
हर एक रिलीजन
तो
में है
उनको भी अपना वो
100%.
सरवाइव कर, हर कोई साइंटिस्ट नहीं बन सकता. द अदर साइड इज दैट, राइट.
Yes.
वन साइड इज कि यस वी शुड ऑल ट्राई टू live as pioneers who are going to take the next step in human civilization. हमें ये बॉर्डर्स और रिलीजन और इन सब की ये जो छोटी छोटी लाइक पेटी थिंग्स हैं, इन पे
हाँ.
हम लड़ाइयाँ और वॉर एंड disagreements and these things, we should end this. We should come up with one maybe big government who runs the whole population, and we should try to colonize another planet or take the next leap with AI or something. And at the
Hmm.
same time हर कोई ऐसा नहीं सोचने वाला है, हर कोई,
Exactly,
हर एक की प्रायोरिटी वो
because
नहीं है.
because where does it end at the same time? That's the question sometimes we do ask ourselves, like, okay, from this planet to another planet to another, and then you're moving on, people are getting, people are like dying, and people obviously children are born every day, and then uh, people are
But they are
dying every
talking
day,
about the
like you
fact that
just.
they can make people immortal, right? There
Oh,
are some
that's
thoughts about
another
that. कि नहीं?
uh, can of worms we can open. But I feel like yes, that's
आप नहीं
also
करोगे?
because I
Would you
feel
choose it or no?
like, consider if you have an opportunity to be an immortal. I think, I'm not saying philosophically, but I feel like, bro, consider, just with an example, and this will help you. This will help you understand what it actually means. So, if somebody comes up with like, okay, here is the pill, take it, and you're gonna live forever, right? So that living forever is like, you are, consider you're driving in a goddamn, what do you call that, the van which has
Endless
everything.
road?
No, no,
अच्छा.
a van which has everything, you're driving on a
Okay.
road with that van which has everything, like,
Yeah.
RV, right? RV,
Ah,
you have that, and you're driving. Like, all right, buddy, just yourself. There's
जी.
nobody else, because as you
Yeah.
took the pill, nobody's gonna stay with you as long as you will be here, right? Everybody's gonna die at a certain point, right? So it's the example
Uh,
exactly suits to that. Like, okay, you are going through a road for so long, and how
yeah.
long are you willing to go?
Right.
Just think
ओके,
about it.
आई थिंक
And
मेरा दिमाग फट जाएगा, पहली बात तो।
exactly, bro.
एट द सेम टाइम, अगर ये टेक्नोलॉजी आती है कि ओके वी कैन ट्रांसफॉर्म और ट्रांसफर योर ब्रेन इनटू दिस सॉफ्टवेयर सिस्टम स्लैश whatever,
Yes,
and you can live, you can choose to be in a physical body
dude.
if you
I
want to,
you
which will
know
be a robotic body. You can choose to just be a software system,
yes,
right? And you can float through the whole universe through radio waves
uh,
and all these things, signals.
yes,
So that is a different way of thinking about it. And जो आपने बोला ना कि उस पे
uh,
मैं एक काउंटर करूंगा, लेट्स से यू योर गर्लफ्रेंड, ठीक है,
yes,
both of you
yes,
are went and took that pill. Now
yes.
you're not alone, boss.
Even
अब
though,
आपके पास साथी है, and that साथी can multiply, right? That could be 5 guys who took the pill, 10 guys of your family, everybody took the pill, and you all made the decision कि भाई मेरे को नहीं मरना, हमने इसको इसको बस कंटिन्यू रखना है।
but then,
लाइन सेगमेंट नहीं है ये, लाइन है जो एरोज होती थी,
but
राइट?
you're taking it like, okay, everybody is gonna get that pill. That's the thing you're taking into the consideration. I'm not. I'm saying only some rich and some, some rich people are gonna
मे
get
बी,
that pill. Not all of us. Not all
नहीं,
of
all of
us.
us तो नहीं होने वाला, वो तो we know,
Right?
but I'm just saying
Yes.
like hypothetically, if you indulge in this,
Yeah. If you. Yeah.
hypothesis
Yeah.
कि क्या
Possibly.
क्या होने वाला है आने वाले समय में, maybe in the next 20-50 years we will see with AI, we have, I think we have reached one milestone. We have turned this thing on
Yeah.
that nobody knows how to turn off or how it is going to go, number
It's
one.
it's yeah.
Number
It's not
two,
turning on.
these
Yeah.
these
Just
uh, these continuous interstellar objects that we are seeing.
yeah.
Okay. Number three, the thing about being immortal. There are so many influencers who are being who are walking this path of reverse aging, या फिर I want to be immortal, तो तब तक मेरे को अपनी बॉडी को बचा के रखना है.
So
So
yes,
a
yes.
lot of interesting mind blowing things are happening at the same
So
time.
I
Which one will click
uh
first, we
yeah.
don't know,
Yes,
obviously.
exactly, exactly. We don't know, but here
पर
is
भाई
a
cool तो
question.
है.
Here is a question
Hmm.
then though. Like, you have two options though here in these questions. Either you as an individual take a pill, or you choose that your consciousness will be transferred to a robot. Which one would you choose out of two?
ओह! एक है कि एक सेकंड
It's
इसको
okay.
थोड़ा-सा मेरे को समझने दो।
Let me
पहले में
rephrase it.
है कि मेरे
Rephrase it.
को आपने पिल दिया और मेरी बॉडी चल रही है,
Yes.
राइट? फॉरएवर एंड एवर,
Yes.
ठीक है? मेरे आस-पास वाले चले जाएँगे, फिर आ जाएँगे, फिर चले जाएँगे
Uh,
और मैं ऐसे
yeah,
रहूँगा।
yeah, yeah. Just take it as ki the
सेकंड सिनेरियो
yes,
है कि मेरा जो ब्रेन है उसको
yes.
in a software or a robot after. I think I would go for the second one, bro. Like if my
Second one.
consciousness, I think it's more easier. Like
Okay.
I can get off the physical body when
Okay.
I want. I can just be part of the grid, तारों में और सॉफ्टवेयर्स में जब
Um,
स्लीप मोड पे चले गए, या फिर आई कैन बी इन अ बॉडी ऑफ अ रोबोट एंड एक्सपीरियंस लाइफ जैसे है,
yeah.
the way it is. But I don't think I would want to be in the human body. I tell you why, क्योंकि when if shit goes down, I don't want to experience that. I think
Okay.
I'm being a human being. These are my weaknesses, and I'm okay to own them. Right? I don't want
Okay.
to see a lot of people die around me, है ना, आसपास के
But
near
then,
and
hey,
dear
that
ones.
that doesn't change the fact that you will not feel that even when your conscious is gonna get transferred to a robot, because he will still have feelings. He will understand all of this. It is just the outer, what you can say is the just the posture
आउटर
of the
क्लोथिंग
body.
जो चेंज
Yes,
होगी है,
yeah, just the clothes
यार
that are gonna
रोबोट
get
कैसे
changed.
रोएगा? पर रोबोट नहीं,
No, no,
अगर
he
वो
will not
रोबोट
cry.
इंसान हो गया
No, no,
फिर
no.
वो रोबोट कहाँ रहा?
No, but at the same time, even when you don't cry, you still feel the emotions. right? You don't have to cry to feel the emotions, right? Like
But does ChatGPT or AI have emotions? No.
no, not so far as much as we know, because that's what consciousness brings with it. One of the
पर आप
privileges.
जेडेड हो जाओगे यार जब आप 5 जनरेशन जी लिए, ठीक है?
Huh, that's what
मान
I'm
लो एक
saying.
जनरे
We're
तीन
gonna
सौ
burn
साल की
out,
तीन
bro.
जनरेशन होती है ना?
Yeah.
ऑन एन एवरेज अब मान लो आप
I
200 साल जी लिए, आपने लोगों को, आपके लिए तो चिल हो जाएगा यार, ये आ रहे हैं जा रहे हैं, मैं बहन चुकी हूँ।
exactly. You will feel burned out. Eventually, you're gonna wish you could die.
एंड देन यू कांट डाई।
Then you can't die, buddy. That becomes like a curse then.
ओह,
Have you
सो
seen that
कूल ब्रो।
movie, bro? Like the movie,
विल
what was
स्मिथ।
it? No, no, the Wolverine, bro. You might have seen it.
अरे वो भी तो एंड में मरा ही यार, उसका भी तो
Exactly. He
ऑक्यूपाई
he
होगा।
died, but he always wished he could have died younger, bro. Like earlier, not younger. I mean early, like with the rest of the folks. So
I tell you that there will be some crazy people. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just saying there will be some crazy people who will take the pill or who would want their consciousness to be transferred to
I feel
a
like
software, so called.
no, but between the two, I feel like the most I think the most possible solution, or you can say the most possible or the quickest
Or your preferable
my
option,
not
sorry.
my
Let's
preferable,
just
no, no, no,
say it.
no, 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 I'm not preferable. I feel like between the two, the most likely that's going to happen, as per what I can think right now, is the transfer of consciousness. The pill is never going to be successful because we have not understood this body as much as we need to make it immortal. To make it immortal,
हाँ,
I don't think so. We know more about like we don't have that much of information
पिल
about
तो
the body.
बस हमने उसके लिए बोला, just as a
Yes, yes,
hypothetical
hi-
example, but we are
yes.
talking mostly about transferring consciousness and all the videos and things we hear on the internet.
No,
Okay,
but
this might be possible in future.
yes, because see, if you think about our brain, whatever we are talking right now and whatever we talk or do throughout the day is all based on memory and our consciousness. Just the two things. Just like in a phone, like the phone do have a memory, right? So memory is not a problem. We can have as much as if we want. The only thing is the consciousness. That is the part, because once the memory and consciousness gets together, that's when things gets very interesting. That okay.
Hold on, इसमें मैं बोलूँगा consciousness is not consciousness without memory. Okay, sorry. First of all, let me take a pause.
Huh.
I forgot to do a disclaimer today.
Hmm.
So I'm doing it right now for our viewers and our listeners. Okay?
Yes.
We are not scientists. We are not experts. We are two guys talking shit, right? We're
Yes.
just chilling.
We're
Okay?
just
And we're
chilling.
trying
We're just
to
trying to
open
explore.
our brain cells to different possibilities. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, we're just
Yes.
podcasters. So
Yes.
don't
That's it.
come here for expert opinions and all those things, or don't
Yeah.
try to.
Yeah. We
तुमने
uh
तो ये बोला था और ये हो गया देखा. Don't come at us for that. Anyway, now going back to the point,
yes.
consciousness and memory. Okay,
Yes. That's what we were trying to
consciousness
discuss.
consciousness कब बनती है? ठीक है, जब वो आपने इमेज देखी है, वो एक चिंपैंजी जब वाटर में अपनी रिफ्लेक्शन देखता है और समझता है कि मैं क्या हूँ
This
पहली
is what
बार,
I am. Like he
है
realizes
ना?
for the first time, like, oh, this is how I look. This is I have two arms. I have like the eyes. I have the hairs or whatever, right?
यस.
This is physical
और
appearance.
फिर उसको इसको सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन के वो पाथ पे चलना शुरू हो जाता है.
Huh.
राइट नाउ माय पॉइंट इज, आई थिंक memory is already a part of consciousness because it cannot exist separately and consciousness cannot exist separately. Without memory, I don't think there is consciousness. मेमोरी
No.
क्या है?
Iska.
आपको आप
Huh.
पास्ट में देख पा रहे हो, वो जो दैट पावर यू हैव,
Hmm.
दैट इज द ओनली वे यू रिफ्लेक्ट.
It's a very
समझे आप?
ग्रे है, क्योंकि देखो consciousness, in order to have consciousness, you need to realize that you have memories, of course, but then you have to also realize that you consciousness तभी हुई ना when you realize yourself that you are this
और रियलाइज कैसे
or
करेंगे
that.
आप, जब आपको पता होगा आप पहले क्या कर रहे थे, अब क्या कर रहे हो, आगे क्या करने वाले हो? तो अगर आपको
uh
पहले का समझ आने का आपके अंदर क्षमता आ गई है,
huh.
दैट मीन्स यू हैव मेमोरी. That means consciousness. Let's say there is a biome or a single cell amoeba, ठीक है?
No, no, no,
या
don't go that deep because that's gonna
नहीं
go
नहीं, just for
crazy.
example,
हाँ, ठीक है, चलो,
let's
let's go,
say
let's go.
you are a
Yes,
unit
yes,
with life
yeah,
in the
okay,
universe, ठीक है?
yes,
आप एक सिंगल सेल वो गॉड पार्टिकल या ऐसा एटम हो, ठीक
ठीक है,
है? आपको यही नहीं पता एक सेकंड पहले क्या हुआ था, आपके अंदर रियलाइजेशन ही नहीं है.
ठीक है,
So we can say that particle, you don't have that consciousness. जब
yes,
आपको पता लग गया कि आप फ्लोट कर रहे हो ऑन दिस बिग रॉक
हाँ,
इन दिस सोलर सिस्टम, आप
हाँ,
इसके अंदर फ्लोट कर रहे हैं, टेक्निकली हम वी आर ऑन अ बिग क्राफ्ट विच इज रोटेटिंग अराउंड द सन एंड वी आर फ्लोटिंग थ्रू स्पेस, राइट? हमें नहीं पता हम कहाँ से आए हैं, हम कहाँ को जा रहे हैं, पर हमें ये पता है हम जा रहे हैं कहीं,
ठीक है,
क्योंकि हम कल यहाँ थे, आज हम यहाँ हैं, और फिर हम अपनी स्पीड को कैलकुलेट एंटिसिपेट करके हम कर सकते हैं कि हम इधर जा रहे हैं,
ठीक
इस
है.
डायरेक्शन में एटलीस्ट जा रहे हैं. दैट इज व्हाट कॉन्शियसनेस इज, राइट? व्हेन यू रियलाइज व्हाट यू आर. रियलाइज में आई थिंक यू नीड पास्ट प्रेजेंट फ्यूचर की जो क्षमता है समझने की.
अब
आई थिंक
इसमें
आई कुड बी
हाँ,
रॉन्ग.
ठीक है, इसमें इसमें दो चीज़ें हैं, देखो, देर इज़ नो रॉन्ग एंड राइट, बट इसमें ऐसा मुझे लगता है कि दो चीज़ें हैं. अगर हम एग्जांपल लें, जैसे मान लो आज की डेट में एक कार है, ठीक है, छोटा सा एग्जांपल लेते हैं, इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड. अब कार के अंदर एक फीचर है सेल्फ ड्राइविंग का, ठीक है, ऑफ कोर्स देर इज.
या,
हाउएवर, वो कार खुद नहीं चल रही है अभी, ठीक है. यू हैव टू
राइट.
टर्न ऑन दैट स्विच इन ऑर्डर फॉर द कार टू टेक यू फ्रॉम
या,
पॉइंट ए टू पॉइंट बी, ठीक है.
या,
उसको रूट का पता है, इट हैज़ द मेमोरी,
या,
राइट, इट नोज द path, but you have to press that button for it to take you from here to over there, right? However, things start to change when the car has a consciousness. Well, then what it means is the car will take you there. Uh, the car will take you there
no,
without
car
even
will
turning on the
go
switch.
itself. The car will take
You don't
itself. The
have
car
to.
doesn't give a fuck about you anymore. है ना?
Yes, the car is going to be like, okay, then there's no need to turn on that switch. Okay, I'll take you there. Or
Yeah,
consciously, fuck you, I'm not taking you over there. Okay, you
yeah.
just go walk yourself, something like that. Could be anything, right? But ये इस एग्जांपल से मैं यही बता रहा हूँ कि there are two things. Whatever we have built so far, it has the memory, it has everything, it can store things. Like, just take an example of a camera, like a camera you installed at a home. It has everything, like the memories that you need, the footage, it has it. But the only thing it doesn't have is what it cannot decide what to record and what cannot, right? What
Yeah.
it can, what it
It is
cannot.
not sentient. It's
Yes,
not. It
yes,
doesn't have a working mind of its own.
yes. Like, okay, I'm
वही
not gonna
वही.
look at
I
them
think we're
now.
saying the same things. I'm just
Yes,
saying कैमरा के पास पास्ट
yes,
भी है,
हाँ,
फीडेड, ठीक है,
yes.
प्रेजेंट है,
प्रेजेंट भी है,
प्रेजेंट को भी वो रिकॉर्ड कर रहा है.
हाँ,
अब जब कैमरा के अंदर कॉन्शियसनेस या सेंटियंस आ गई,
हाँ,
तब वो कैमरे का डिसीजन मेकिंग शुरू हो जाती है कि ओके, आई वांट टू
yes.
पुल अ वीडियो फ्रॉम 2018 जनवरी 2nd at 5
Yes,
o'clock,
yes.
right? That's when that camera, like
Get
using that
gets
consciousness,
some level
it
of
can get
consciousness, we
that
can
thing
say.
done.
Some
Yeah,
level of consciousness, not like, oh, conscious, like to consciousness हमारे level की नहीं, but some kind of
yeah.
consciousness, and that consciousness is kind of is kind of a piece of the artificial intelligence. You know what I mean? लेकिन ये जैसे आप एक कैमरे के अंदर आप कितनी सी कॉन्शियसनेस डाल लोगे, यही डाल लोगे कब रिकॉर्ड करना चाहिए, कब नहीं रिकॉर्ड करना चाहिए, यही डालोगे ना. मोस्टली मेजोर आई थिंक, मतलब मेजोरिटी में तो यही डालोगे कि, है ना. लेकिन अगर अब आप बात करो उस कैमरे को छोड़ के एक रोबोट की, लाइक एक ह्यूमनॉइड
Yeah.
रोबोट आपने बना दिया, उसमें जो लेवल ऑफ आपको डालना पड़ेगा, दैट विल बी वे हायर एज कम्पेयर टू जस्ट अ स्मॉल फुटेज कैमरा, है ना.
बट आई
तो
आई थिंक विद चैट जीपीटी दे आर सेइंग कि वो अपने आप ही सेंशियंट होगा, right? They nobody knows. Everyone's speculating. Some people say 5 years, some people say 2 years, some people say 20 years.
नहीं नहीं, आई कैन टेल यू दिस, आई डेफिनेटली टेल यू दिस, एंड देख लो वो खुद नहीं होगा. नो नो नो, इट विल नॉट, बिकॉज सी,
क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप?
खुद खुद कैसे होगा, यू टेल मी कि हाउ वुड इट गेन कॉन्शियसनेस बाय इटसेल्फ. somebody has to lit the fire in order to, somebody is gonna have to do something for that to happen. Otherwise खुद नहीं होता कुछ भी, खुद तो कुछ होगा नहीं, I don't think so, because
So
either
you're
it might,
saying कि वो
हाँ,
खुद अगर let's say we don't do any external
push, no,
setting push नहीं
no,
करते
no,
हैं
I
तो
don't
वो
think
ऐसे ही
so.
चलता रहेगा.
Yeah, because see, it is designed to do that. Unless you push it to do something else, it might not do that, it might do something else, but somebody has to push it. That's how it has worked so far. I feel like अगर आप बात करो, what can you take it as an example, like आप examples के तौर पे कोई ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी सिमिलर ले लो, जो मतलब जिसको सिर्फ इनोवेशन के थ्रू ही आगे बढ़ाया है,
I'll tell you
it didn't
my rebuttal
change it
after you
itself.
finish your point.
हाँ,
Okay.
क्यों, ओके, यू गो अहेड नाउ, यू टेल मी कि अगर
Okay.
आपको ऐसा कुछ है, कोई ऐसा एग्जांपल है जिसमें इट जस्ट बिकेम वे मोर एडवांस्ड बाय इटसेल्फ.
I'll give you an example. Let's say Darwin is right. Okay.
ठीक
We
है.
did come from monkeys, we did come from apes. I'm sorry. So let's say that theory is factual. यही है
That's
सच.
okay.
तो 10 लाख 5 लाख 2 लाख जितने भी एप्स हैं या चिंपैंजीज हैं, ठीक है,
हाँ,
सारे के सारे तो नहीं बने.
नहीं.
ठीक है. देयर वर सम फ्रॉम देयर from that group who maybe looked at that water, looked at themselves, and then that cycle started for them happening by itself. हम जब हम semi ape semi man थे,
Yeah,
right, according to
yeah,
Darwin,
yeah,
तब we could climb trees, तब we could hunt, तब we
yes,
could get in groups, right,
yes, yes,
and still do some of the things that apes were doing,
yeah,
and we started doing new things which man or human being would do,
yes,
राइट. मेरा इसमें कहने का पॉइंट ये है, आज के हिसाब से अब इसी लॉजिक को आप इस पे लगाओ एआई पे,
हाँ,
ठीक है.
हाँ,
AI is doing everything today, right? It is
yes,
coding for people, it is driving cars, it is coming up with videos, it is coming up with this, therapy for
yes,
people, है ना.
yes,
इसके पास इतनी सारी information, every second of the day it is getting collected everywhere from all across the
yes,
globe,
हाँ,
right?
हाँ,
एक who is to say कि एक समय ऐसा नहीं आएगा when it will start thinking for itself, by itself, कि okay, मेरे पास I have all the information in this planet
हाँ,
जो मेरे अंदर फीड करी गई है. I can
हाँ,
understand, I can predict human beings, I can understand their behaviors, I can understand their emotions, right?
yeah,
Now everything which has been put in, I do understand the space, I understand history, I understand the way Big Bang happened or whatever the fuck happened, right?
हाँ,
Now, who is to say एक दिन ऐसा नहीं आएगा when AI would be like, oh, uh, I am now the biggest thing in this food chain.
हम्म,
ठीक है. Now
हम्म,
it is time for me to take over the biggest thing in this food chain which is human being by अगर मैंने अपना ये सॉफ्टवेयर ये वाले रोबोट में डाला इसको,
हाँ,
फॉर एग्जाम्पल डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प की तरह बना दिया,
हाँ,
और इसको मैंने बोला कि तू माइक पे जाएगा एंड यू विल स्टार्ट किलिंग पीपल, यू विल टेक ओवर द वर्ल्ड,
हाँ,
आई विल मेक एन आर्मी ऑफ
हाँ,
ह्यूमनॉइड्स जिनके अंदर आई विल पुट माई कॉन्शियसनेस and I will
okay,
make them kill all the human beings and take over this planet. And still, that AI can be present in physical form, in that humanoid form,
yeah,
and at the same time on in a software grid kind of way as well, jahan se it can contact, it can send messages to the outer world, it can send radio signals across the universe, it can send spaceships out there, and it can live forever. I'm just saying it is
yes.
maybe possible. It is,
Oh, it
it's
is,
not, हम ये नहीं
it
कह
is.
सकते कि it is not at all possible. We are saying it is possible कि it might take over sentience and become sentient and then uh, be the biggest thing in this food chain
It
and
will.
replace
No, no,
humans.
no. I get it. I get it. There is no denying the
आई डोंट
fact
थिंक उसमें
कि
किसी ह्यूमन को लिखना पड़ेगा कि भाई अब तेरा टाइम आ गया है, अब तू सबका डैडी बन सकता है.
no, 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 no,
आई
no,
थिंक
no, no,
इट
no,
कैन
no.
डू इट by
It
itself.
it will have all the tools it needs, But what I'm saying is somebody has to initiate it to uh to because see it's not gonna happen like on its own. कुछ भी अपने आप तो नहीं होता है यहाँ पे इस जहान में, as much as you know, like you have to uh like like you know what
अब
I
आप
mean.
जा रहे हैं फिलोसफी और उसके एक अलग
हाँ
उसमें आई
हाँ
वांट यू टू गूगल नाइलिज्म सर। एक सेकंड के लिए आप नाइलिज्म को ना गूगल करना
yes
एंड टेल मी
ठीक है
व्हाट चैट जीपीटी टेल्स यू अबाउट चैट जीपीटी हमारा देवता उसमें सर्च करो नाइलिज्म क्या है।
because what I was trying to convey कि it's
हम्म
not gonna happen by itself. Somebody will initiate it maybe for a different purpose, and it
या
might will get a conscious, it might will gain a conscious, maybe by mistake, maybe by purpose,
या
but somebody has to initiate it. Once that
या
is done, then your point will come out. Okay, now, okay, it doesn't need anybody's permission, it's gonna do whatever it wants, but somebody at certain point has to add that little spark
बट वो
for
क्या पता
things to
ऑलरेडी
run.
हो चुका हो यार।
Oh, yeah,
क्या
yeah,
पता
yeah.
किसी ने
That
ऑलरेडी
is
कोड कर
very
दिया
much
हो।
likely could have happened, might happen, or will happen, right?
बिकॉज
That is
लेट्स
a
बी रियल,
yes,
एआई को बनाया तो ह्यूमन बीइंग ने है ना यार।
yes, yes, yes,
There is a human
exactly.
being who coded the
Yes,
first the synopsis of this existence of AI as we know it today। ठीक है। Now
yes,
coming back to the point, जब आपने बोला ना कुछ जो कुछ भी होता है वो एक रीजन से होता है। I googled, not googled, I put what is nihilism in chat gpt and I will read this, okay? And then I'll try to explain it in a short way. I know we are
huh,
short on time.
yes,
So, nihilism is a philosophical belief that life, universe,
yeah,
human values have no inherent meaning,
yeah,
पर्पस और इंट्रिंसिक वैल्यू। ठीक है।
yes,
कोर आइडिया क्या है? नाइलिज्म क्लेम्स दैट देर इज नो अल्टीमेट मीनिंग और ट्रूथ, एवरीथिंग इज एट इट्स कोर मीनिंगलेस, मीनिंग एवरीथिंग इज रैंडम।
yes.
कि
Everything
अगर
is random, pretty
इवन इफ
much.
देर इज मल्टीवर्स राइट,
Yeah,
आप बस पैदा हो गए।
yes,
There is no Krishna, Jesus,
yeah,
Moses. There is no end to this, there is no meaning to this, क्यों बनाया गया है? बस ऐसे ही रैंडमली ये सब चल रहा है। अरे ऐसे ही इसका ये भी नहीं पता इसका अंत क्या है या इसका कोई अंत है भी या नहीं। एवरीथिंग इज जस्ट रैंडम। वी could have been a different kind of a universe, but this is what it is, and there is no reason for anything. ये
ah,
this term comes from Latin word called nihil,
yeah,
which means nothing.
nothing is true.
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Oh my goodness, that's a heavy
ancient
statement.
Hinduism also says that Shiva is also some on somewhere similar lines, right?
Similar lines.
Where they try to correlate Shiva as the dark energy or the vast darkness or dark energy that we see or we observe in the universe, वो उसकी ही like lap के अंदर, right? The and ये सब जो matter है and planets हैं and these stars are coexisting in this vast darkness, and that matter they correlate to, I think, Vishnu,
Hmm.
because he is the preserver और सब कुछ ये ब्रह्मांड में हो रहा है। Again, these are very interesting things to tickle your brain every now
Yes,
and then.
every now
I
and then,
think,
yes.
yeah, we should
Yes, they
learn about these things.
makes you more fascinating and then curious, like, oh yeah, sure. However, coming back to the point, yes, AI either might have had a consciousness already, or maybe it will have, or maybe somebody will do something stupid, which we always
Yeah.
do. And oh no,
Yes.
oh no, this is not what I meant,
Party's over.
this is not what I meant, you know what I mean. It is something like this is gonna happen, then oh no, that's not what I was trying to do actually. Oh, and
अरे आप ये
then
देखो
yeah.
यार कितनी पुरानी सिविलाइजेशंस है जहाँ पेपर आया और उसको उन्होंने कहा ये पेपर इज हराम, या प्रिंटिंग प्रेस। इट इवन आई थिंक इन इंडिया देयर यूज्ड टू बी कि ये इसको तो अगेंस्ट इसके लोग चले गए। अच्छा तुम मीडिया फैलाओगे, इट इज अगेंस्ट आवर वैल्यूज एंड यू नो ऑल दोस थिंग्स, एंड नाउ एवरीथिंग इज everything came from there, right? चाहे वो paper है, to newspaper, to media, to camera, to modern news, social media, and your phone in your hand.
Yeah.
Everything is a progression of those
Everything is a
things.
progression.
So it, I hope it turns out good and in favor of humanity, but I also hope humanity also get their shit together at the same time, right?
Yeah, it just way too many things like going on at the same time
इसका सेंस
as you
बनाने में
mentioned.
चले
Yes.
गए तो फिर तो we will be
Yeah,
we will be
that's why then you should probably
will
prefer
turn
nihilism
crazy.
over this. Like that's an easy thing to consider and
Yeah,
believe, rather than making sense of this. Like, oh no,
yeah.
no, no, no. But and coming,
Having said all this, guys,
yes,
like, the reason we did do this podcast, we started this, is because of Atlas 3i. We hope everyone goes out, check this out. It is super interesting. It is, at the very least, it is something that should make us a little bit curious. And yeah, if it turns out there are some other entities, then I hope they come in peace, and in as friends. And if they don't, I hope we are strong enough to
handle it.
defend ourselves, you know.
Yes, defend yourself. But at the same time, I feel like the life or the imagination of living life on a different planet, it does will not surprise me anymore, to be honest. I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, I don't know why, but I'm sure there are other beings somewhere out there, probably way smarter than us, or maybe at the same level. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I hope they are way smarter and way more organized than us. But I'm pretty sure there are. We're gonna find out. That's what I believe. I feel like yes, there
आई
are,
होप दे आर नॉट वेरी स्मार्ट, टू बी ऑनेस्ट.
bro.
मैं इसमें उल्टा सोचता हूँ, क्योंकि अगर
Okay.
वो हमसे स्मार्ट हुए ना, वो हमारा बुलशिट समझ जाएंगे. एंड देन दे विल बी लाइक, ओ, वी डोंट नीड दीज फकिंग monkeys in this universe. कुछ they are not adding
Let's
to
just get.
anything. They are fighting about piece of land and border and this church and that mosque and that temple. या फिर ये एक दूसरे की किडनियां ये तो निकाल लेते हैं बेहोश करके. So
um,
fuck these fucking monkeys, you know. Exterminate it. The earth will be such a beautiful green planet without them. So I hope they're not fucking smart. I hope they're dumb as fuck. And I hope we get our shit together. And that was my 2 cents on the on this podcast.
I
And
think.
again, we are not experts, guys. We're just two guys talking shit, and we love that. And that's why
I
we are
feel
doing
like
this podcast.
yes, that's what the leader is gonna say. You know what? Let's just get rid of these monkeys. Let's just get rid of these guys because
अरे
they're not worth
वो
our
अरे यार,
time.
वो बोलेंगे कि ये, अच्छा, ये लेबोरेटरी के अंदर ये मीट बना रहे हैं क्योंकि इनको जानवर को नहीं खाना है.
Oh my goodness.
और उस पे इतना सारा वो पोल्यूशन और उससे वो सब हो रहा है ताकि ये कम वो पोल्यूशन वाला मीट यूज कर
But
सके.
hey,
लाइक
listen.
मेक इट मेक सेंस.
Yes,
देयर इज नो सेंस.
but
लुक एट बीजिंग, लुक एट न्यू दिल्ली.
w-
द द वे वी हैव फक्ड अप द द कंट्रीज और दिस प्लैनेट. ओजोन में होल हो रहा था, वो भी आई डोंट नो. That was due to us, right? Oceans ke andar plastic and whatever the fuck. So don't get
yeah.
me started on that, Mr. Hira Thakur. वो
I
तो
would,
फिर हम कहीं
I
और
would,
ही चले
I would,
जाएंगे.
I would take my words back on that. But I feel like,
ऑनर किलिंग करने वाले ये लोग हैं कि इनको आई होप दे आर नॉट स्मार्ट,
that's why.
यू
See,
नो.
see, that's why my point is. I hope they're smarter than us, so that they understand this bullshit and end it. Because I don't think so in our lifetime we will ever be able to end it. And at the same time,
Yes.
whatever the movies, whatever the fictions you have read or seen so far, they have never, they have never ever made any movie or a fiction based on the aliens were dumber than us. Like never. Have you seen any?
Ooh. I hope
No.
somebody listens to this and starts something like that. कि
Yes.
है ना, ये भी
They should
एक
make a movie
दौर
on
आए.
this. Yes.
हाँ.
Like dumber aliens, came to the planet and then bro. That
and we
will
took them
be
over,
me
and
too.
then we made them our slaves because we are also we are again the worst thing ever, है ना? उनसे अब हम फिर उनको 500 साल के बाद उनसे वो स्लेवरी की फाइट होगी और फिर वो उनको हम फ्री करेंगे, एंड द साइकिल कंटिन्यूज अगेन एंड अगेन. Wow, what a
This is
great script.
crazy. This this is gonna suck pretty bad. But this is what I think it is gonna be. Or I think
Yeah.
there are other beings. We will find out if they are more intelligent or whatever than us with the time as it goes by. But it doesn't surprise me that human will find a way to live on another planet, and there will be humans who will definitely leave this planet behind for sure. That's not far away, because if a man can reach on the moon, and they can stay there, there's a international space center out there, it's just a matter of time they're gonna do it. And I'm telling you that time is a really really interesting phenomena. Like you can understand it by
Yeah.
saying, if human being have like infinite amount of time, they will do wonders, bro. It is just the time that just has stopped us from
Exactly.
doing so many things, because it just
Time,
discontinues after some time,
light
bro.
energy, right?
Like I feel like time is the barrier. Maybe it doesn't exist in some other universe. Oh, that would be something. Oh,
Or
there's no
some other
time.
dimension, I mean, sorry.
Like, I mean,
We can't see time. We can't experience time technically. Like it is
yeah,
not something tangible, है ना?
yeah. I feel
जिसको
like
हम
it just
चेक कर
made up,
सकते हैं.
to be
Gravity,
honest.
you can still like throw something
And you can
and
you
like
can
see
see
it pop on
like
the floor.
time. How would you, like, you know what I mean? If you gravity or time को आप अगर compare करो, like in a physical form, gravity is something you can actually see and understand. Time is very tricky. Like time is
Yeah,
something you have to experience in order to understand it, I think.
yeah,
Like we
yeah,
understand it by getting old. You know what I mean? We
yeah, yeah.
understand it by
आप एक
uh
पॉइंट से दूसरे पॉइंट तक जा रहे
yes,
हैं,
yes, that's
राइट?
how you understand it. And then if you look at gravity, it has no correlation to the time. Like you don't have to wait for it to understand. No, it's just there. It's there. You toss anything up, it just comes down. It's so instant to understand. However, physical form में अगर time को understand करना है, ooh, that's a little bit tricky.
It is really bit tricky,
है ना?
but uh, I don't think ये कई चीजें मे बी ऐसे भी हैं इस यूनिवर्स में which are not meant to be understood, right?
Oh,
So
there,
maybe it's one of those things.
or maybe we don't have the brain to process that yet, I guess.
Yeah, like what is dark
Yeah,
energy?
yeah, yeah.
What is it? Like can nobody can explain in a sentence or even like a paragraph, like what is it made of? What are the components? इसके
Because
क्या है ऐसा कि इसमें लाइट रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं हो रही है और ये इसके इसकी लैब में ही सारा कुछ एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, पर ये इसका क्या स्रोत है, राइट? वी डोंट नो दिस.
yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like these things, the things we are talking about right now, might be the things which we should actually be exploring if we don't get into this fucking rat race.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
and
yeah, but there are minds which are way smarter than us on the job already,
for
right?
sure,
Uh,
I think so.
so more power to them. I hope people are making babies with those kind of people so that those smart genes they get transferred, and we still have always smart people in this world. And
But bro,
फिजिक्स, क्वांटम
if if
फिजिक्स और
if
ये सब चीज़ें
if you
आगे
if
ही
you
एक्सपेंड करें.
yes, if you really want to like believe that the consciousness can be transferred, I'm telling you, the paid version of ChatGPT surprised me, bro. Like you can talk
Okay.
to that version like a real fucking human being. You can record a
Yeah.
podcast with that guy or whatever the voice they have, bro. You can record a podcast, and it is incredible. Like if you try it, I think if you have ChatGPT in your phone, try it. It's just like a human being. It talks like a human being. It takes pauses. It just imitate you so well and so
Yeah.
organized. Like it's just impressive, bro. And I'm
It is
telling you,
mind blowing.
this is just
Unfortunately, I've seen too many sci-fi movies or shows where things don't go well. So I
Oh
would
yeah, of course,
still,
because
I
they
don't
didn't.
want it to be my therapist, to be honest. Right?
But
और
hey, hey.
I don't know क्या है ऐसा कि it takes some of us, it takes time to to go with the flow with the change. It takes a little bit. I need a little bit of trust कि okay क्या 70% दुनिया ये कर रही है, okay then maybe I can
Oh,
hop onto it.
oh, okay,
But I don't want to
okay.
be an experiment experiment जिसकी गाड़ी भी चैट जीपीटी चला रहा है और एक दिन कुएं में गई और खत्म. वो इतना पावर तो मेरे से लगता नहीं मेरे से दिया
नहीं,
जाएगा.
नहीं, 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 ऐसा ऐसा तो ख़ैर अभी अभी तक आई फ़ील लाइक सो फार द एक्सेस वी हैव
Yeah.
गॉट is not that extreme. Like the access we have got is just to talk to these monkeys, give them some wonders and tell them some jokes and songs so they can entertain
Correct.
themselves. As entertainment has ruined their life already so much because entertainment is everywhere. Ooh, go anywhere on your phone, you'll
and
find it.
and in our next podcast we have to talk about quantum physics, and we have to try to understand it in my dumb monkey brain, the way, like the simplest way. I think उस पे भी बहुत लंबी हमारी बातचीत हो सकती है.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, there are so
And
many topics, man. There is so much of a good stuff coming out from this the Whiskey Mile podcast. Just a heads up,
So
audience.
let's end this today, guys, and बने रहिए हमारे साथ. Please subscribe us all throughout our platforms, and I hope everyone has a good day. Take care.
Yes, yes. Take care, and we'll see you on the episode number 6. And stay tuned. And yes, enjoy. Thank you.
Bye, guys.